What is what? Other one is at the rate configuration properties. Given by Spring does not support bulk injection. Can be used in both Spring and Springboard. Configuration properties given by Springboard can be used for what? Bulk injection. Can be used only in what? Can be used only in what? Spring Boot applications. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. By using configuration properties only for one time on the top of Spring Bean class, we can inject values to multiple Spring Bean properties. This is called bulk injection. At the rate value does not support bulk injection, whereas at the rate configuration properties support what? Bulk injection. Are you understanding my statement, guys? If Spring Bean is having 10 simple properties, then we need to use what? At the rate value for 10 times to inject simple values. Here at the rate value should be used at what level? Should be used at what level? Field level. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super boss. Okay. Okay. Next one. If Spring Bean is having 10 simple properties, if Spring Bean is having what? 10 simple properties, then we need to use at the rate configuration properties for how many times? One time to inject the simple values. At the rate configuration property should be used at what level? Class level to multiple Spring Bean properties. Are you getting my point? Okay. Yeah, one is there to support single value injection. One is there to support what? Bulk injection. Clear, guys? Come on, everyone. Super. It is a Spring supplied annotation, so it can be used both Spring and Spring Boot application. It is a field level annotation. It should be placed on the top of Spring Bean properties. This annotation can be used for following operations. Number one, to assign direct values to Spring Bean properties, to assign values gathered from what? Property files to Spring Bean properties, to assign system property values to Spring Bean properties, right? OS name, version, and etc. To assign environment variable values to Spring Bean properties, like path environment variable, guys, come on. To work with what? Spell. What is spell? Spring expression language. To perform arithmetic logical operations. What, guys? To perform arithmetic logical operation towards the injection. Arithmetic logical operation towards the injection. Clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Application.properties or YML can have only predefined keys or only user defined keys or both. Not compulsory only user defined keys. It can have both. Mix of both. We don't need to configure application.properties or YML using what? At the rate property source annotation. It's a part of the ecosystem or not? Because it is automatically recognized during what? Application startup, that is happening through what? Spring application dot run method call. Right, guys? Come on, everyone. If you want to configure more other property file, then we can use what? At the rate property source annotation on the top of Spring Bean class or what? Main class. Are you getting my point? This is given to configure custom property file or not, guys? This is purely given to configure custom property file or not, guys? I want reply, my dear. Come on, everyone. Comfortable, guys? Come on, everyone. Spell is given to perform what? This is given to configure custom property file. Okay, here are the important. Import resource to link Spring Bean configuration file with what? Configuration class. At the rate import to link one configuration with what? One configuration class with another configuration class. At the rate property source or sources to configure one or multiple property files to whom? Spring or Spring Boot application, right, guys? Okay, boss. Now we are trying to understand spell, guys. This is the main discussion of our day. Remaining all things we know at the rate regarding at the rate value, right? Okay, guys. At the rate import configuration class to configuration class linking. At the rate import resource configuration file linking with configuration class, right? Next one, at the rate value, at the rate property source to configure properties file. What file, guys? To simply configure the properties file. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Spell is given to perform arithmetic and logical operation while injecting values to Spring Bean properties. Syntax, hash expression. What is there? Syntax is what? Hash expression. Spell is used always in combination with what? At the rate value annotation to perform values injection to Spring Bean properties by performing arithmetic and logical operations. Got it, guys? Private data type property name at the rate value expression. It is not dollar symbol. Dollar symbol is placeholder. Hash symbol is for expression. That means here we can write arithmetic and logical operation. We can add two properties sum to inject to third property, right? Can be arithmetic or what? Logical operation. The hash expression spell results will be injected. Dollar key, the value of key collected from property file or system properties or environment variable or other place, other value will be injected. Other placeholder value. What is that? Other placeholder value. Other placeholder value will be injected. Everyone getting my point there or not? Dollar key represent placeholder. That means key is not the value to be injected. The value will come from what? Other place based on the key. Other place based on the key. Are you getting my point? It is like question mark, positional param of SQL query. From properties file, what is there? System properties, environment variables, and etc. It is from properties file, system properties, environment variables, and etc. Right, guys? Super, boss. Right. Spell Spring expression language can be used in both Spring and Spring. And what are the other expression language that Spring is having, boss? JSPEL. Array JSP also we have expression language. Spell. OGNL. Object Graph Notation Language. JBoss EL. JBoss EL is one. Another one or not, guys? Super, guys. To add extra starter in the middle of the project, we already know this one. After creating project, if you want to add extra starter, we have option in Eclipse IDE or not? Yeah. I'll take two classes, guys. One class, I'll take two classes. What is first one? 717 launch. 717 launch, guys. It's ready, guys. Close all editors. To reduce load on the IDE loading process, what I do is, except Spring Boot projects, I'll close the remaining process. When I close remaining projects, while loading IDE, button will not be there on the IDE. What? Yeah, worried about fourth one? Don't worry. We can open it whenever we want. Okay. File, new. What is there? Other. What is the option? Spring. Here is what? Spring Starter project. Here is what? Spring Starter project. Okay, that's great. Here is my what? Boot pros. What is there? 05. Boot pros 05. Boot pros 05. What is this? Value annotation. Next spell. Value annotation and spell. Yes, I don't want Gradle. I want Maven. Okay. Say next. Say next. Say finish. Say next. Say finish. Right? Okay. First of all, I take application.properties. Okay. That's already there. I'll take two classes, guys. Oh, root package is missing this time. Huh? No problem. Always better to keep this annotation at the top of the root package. Say this. Right click, new package. Com dot, what is this? NT dot. Com dot NT dot. Com dot NT dot. What is there, guys? Yes, beans. Okay. Package. I think no need of main class, no need of configuration class. Because already a generated class only acting as what? Configuration class come. Blue shirt, focus. Specs and blue shirt, focus. Stop throwing mobile. Stop using mobile. Concentrate. Yes, guys. Right click, new. We will take one diagnostic center and menu. It's menu. Diagnostic center menu. We'll have to 2, 3 tests now, boss. Full body package. Some test will be there, right? Okay. Only sugar test. 2, 3 tests will be there, right, guys? Okay. Uh, First one, class. Diagna Diagnostic services. What is there? Diagnostic services. It is one class, guys. Another one, another class, diagnostic, diagnostic, diagnostic center. This is the actual one. Diagnostic center was. Go to diagnostic services. You make it as a Spring Bean using what? @ component. What's the bean ID I am using for that? DS. The bean ID that I am using is what? DS. This is diagnostic center DS. Okay. Next, private, private float. Wrapper type or simple type? Okay. What is this? X-ray price. What price, guys? Private float X-ray price. Private float. What is next one? X-ray price. BP price. BP test. X-ray price means BP test. Private float. 2D echo price. What is there? 2D echo price. It's like menu kind of thing. Okay. Catalog kind of thing. Next one. Diabetic test, right? Diabetic test. Diabetic test price, right? Private float, individual price. Float, MRI price. What price, guys? MRI price. Okay, we'll take few things, guys. Private float, come on. Private float, CT scan price. What price, guys? The CT scan price. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Services, application dot properties. Services, application dot properties. Tell me. Services, simply what? Application dot properties, guys. In this place, what are the things we have to worry about, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Here, DS catalog. Catalog. Tell me. Anything you can take, guys. Keys are not fixed. Any name you can take. Dynamic service dot X-ray rate. What is this? X-ray rate. Okay, some 3,000 rupees. DS dot, what rate, guys? MRI rate. Okay, MRI rate, 5,000. DS dot, DS is not fixed, guys, anything again. Okay, CT scan rate, 60,000. Or 1,000, 6,000, right? DS dot, BP rate, okay, 300. DS dot, diabetic test rate. Diabetic test rate, 6,000. DS dot, come on, guys. Okay. DS dot, what are the other things we got? PP, 2D echo, right? 2D price, 5,000. Something, guys? Anything missing? MRI, CT scan, BP. Enough, na? Okay. Acha, we are using price or rate. Anything you can take, no problem. What price? X-ray price. Need who said proper keys and property name should match? Did I say that? Then why are you worried about that? In value annotation, is there any rule? Key and property name should match? Not required. Is there any rule like that? Then why are you worried about the key I have taken? I can take anything, right? Okay. Now let's inject one by one, guys. It's a field level now, boss. At the rate value, dollar floor bracket open closing, DS dot, X-ray rate, DS dot, X-ray rate. DS dot, what is this? PP rate. DS dot, what is this? 2D echo rate. 2D rate, fine. Next. DS dot, what is there? Diabetic rate. Okay, here what is that? Diabetic rate. Next, diabetic rate. At the rate value, MRI rate. What rate, guys? MRI rate. At the rate value, what is there? CT scan rate. Okay, we are ready with this. Right? Okay. But it expects getter setter method for injection. For accessing also it expects or not, guys. So should I add Lambda KPI jar, guys? Okay, I think everyone working with Lambda KPI smoothly. Here is my what? Spring. Add starters. What starters, guys? Add starters. Are you getting my point there, guys? Lambda KPI. Say next. Pom.xml. What.xml? Yes. Save finish. Pom.xml save finish. Right, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Okay, that is in what? Pom.xml. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Yes. Diagnostic services is there now, boss. Okay, these are the services. Okay, let's take the center. At the rate component. component. What is there? DC. Private. What is there, guys? Okay, guys. Private name. Okay, name of the center, right? Next, private. Okay, something I try to hard code also using value annotation. Private integer ID. What is there? Name of the center. Private string. Tell me next one. Address we want to collect, right? Okay. Private string. This is hard coding value coming from property file. Both we are covering. Okay, next. Let me show some system properties also I am injecting, right? String username. I want to collect username from system property, right, guys? Private string. Private string. OS name. What is there? OS. Private string. What is there, guys? OS name. Yeah. After that, what is the next thing, guys? Come on, everyone. Private string path data. Okay. Now, tell me, guys. Private string path data. Private float. Private float. Listen carefully. Diabetic package price. Diabetic package price. Okay. Next, private float, full body package price. What is this? Full body package price. They will come with arithmetic operation only, na boss. Next, hot package price. What package? Hot package price. Next, Boolean. What is there? Boolean. Is CT scan. Is CT scan costly? I want to do arithmetic operations, right? Is CT scan costly? Is CT scan costly? I'm taking as a Boolean property, right? So here I'm going to use spell, guys. First, let me take application dot properties. Diagnostic center information. Diagnostic center information. Okay, that's great. DC dot name. ID I want to hard code. Name Apollo. DC dot address Hyderabad. DC dot, come on, everyone. DC dot address. Next one. What's the next thing to worry about, guys? What are the other things? Yeah. DC dot, tell me next one. What data? Oh, what is there, guys? We have username, OS name, path data, right? Diagnostic center, username, right? Okay, username. We need not collect username, guys. That's from system property. Okay. Remaining things we need not collect. Only these two are enough, right? Okay, now let's go to this TC center. First one, at the rate value 3456. Hard coding na? At the rate value disallowed because wrong value is imported. I have to use a spring annotation value, not Lombard annotation value, right? On safe side, at the rate data. Okay. Uh, hard coding. What coding, guys? Hard. Next. At the rate value, dollar open floor bracket, closing floor bracket. TC dot. What is there? Name. TC dot name. That's great. Next, at the rate value, TC dot address. That's another great thing. Next, TC username. What's the system property to get the Windows username, guys? I don't know. Okay, we search in this one. Java system properties list. Java system properties list. Yeah. User dot directory os dot name. User dot name is there now, boss? Yeah, that's a fixed key, right? You know that. Okay. User dot name. Here is what? User dot name. OS dot, what is there? OS dot name is enough. Okay, paste. Dollar path. What is there? Dollar path. This is hard coding here. Injecting the values collected from the properties. Injecting the values collected from the properties. Up to this same thing. Injecting the system properties values. That's great. Injecting the system properties. Yes or no, na boss? Oh, yeah. Injecting environment variable value. Environment variable values. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super. Okay, tell me. Diabetic package price, right? At the rate value, hash, flower bracket, when we run open and closing. What's the pin ID for other one? DS dot. Yeah, we have to write property names are keys are property names, not the keys. DS is the pin ID property name. Yeah, diabetic package is combination of what? Let us assume it's a combination of uh, diabetic test plus BP. Together diabetic package, let us assume, right? Yeah, diabetic test price and BP price. DS dot diabetic, what is there? Test price plus DS dot BP price. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Arithmetic operation we are doing now, boss. Yeah. Diabetic test price, this one, BP price, DS dot, X-ray price, DS dot X-ray price, X-ray price, MRI price, all price together, guys. DS dot CT scan price plus next. What is there? Okay, 2D echo. 2D echo price. Right? Like this, all prices are taken now, boss. Hot package price, guys. What is there? Hot package. Hot package means generally what will be done? Okay. 2D echo is there. Come on. 2D echo is there. Let us assume 2D echo and PP together hot package. Something to combine, guys. Come on. So we are just using all of them for arithmetic and logical operations or not? Okay, guys. Next, at the rate value. What value, guys? At the rate value. Tell me. DS dot. What dot, guys? At the rate value. DS dot. What dot, guys? DS dot. Okay. At the rate value. DS dot. Hmm. Over here you are using price. Arre, this is property name, ra Sai Gundu. I'm asking to come add perform arithmetic operation on property names. Here you have not use keys. Keys are for injection. But while doing expel, we have to use property name. Okay, DS is not key. Here DS is what? Bean ID. If you are confused, you change different one, right? Are property name is not Ra, that is Kira. Application dot property will not have property names, will have what? Keys. Sai, you are confused, man. In property file, what will be there? Keys will be. They are injected to bin properties. And spell is there to perform arithmetic and logical operation on properties, not on keys. Before injection, on spring bean properties, if you want to perform what? Arithmetic and logical operation, whatever result comes, if you want to inject those results, then we have to work with what? Spell. Okay. 1 minute. DS dot CT scan price, CT scan price greater than 10,000. If it is greater than 10,000, it is a true or false. Okay, na? Greater than 10,000 or greater than 10,000 means costly. Less than 10,000 means not costly. Okay. Anyhow, two string method comes automatically. But in this two string, I want to get that one also. Then what we can do, guys? Private diagnostic services service. Diagnostic services at the rate auto. Diagnostic services at the rate auto. Are you getting my point there, guys? Here, spring bean to spring bean injection or not, guys? Okay, here is spell based arithmetic and logical operations. Spell based arithmetic and logical operation. Here is what? At the rate auto void. Spring bean injection. What injection? Spring bean injection. Okay. Note. While writing spell logics, performing arithmetic and logical operations. Performing arithmetic and what? Logical operations on spring bean properties. What properties? On spring bean properties. Okay. We need to use property names. Bean ID dot property name, not the what the bean ID dot property name, not the come on guys, not the keys, not the keys placed in properties, not the keys placed in properties. I hope you convinced guys. Okay, anyhow, I'm trying to print everything, including this data, everything. Okay, now let's go to main class. What class, guys? Main class. In the main class, get access to IOC container. Get access to IOC container. Come on. What is there? Application context. CTX. Application context CTX. Super, guys. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. Get access to IOC container. Get access to Spring Bean class object reference. What object reference, guys? Yeah, I'm trying to get the target object only. Diagnostic center DC is equal to CTX dot get bean. What dot get bean? CTX dot get bean. Next, diagnostic center dot class. What dot class, guys? Diagnostic center dot class. System dot out dot println DC. I'm trying to print the data there, right? CT can sparsely falls because we have taken less than 10,000. Okay, services. Even because of at the rate auto wide, other class object also shown over there are not there. So remaining everything we know it, guys. Only the important point to highlight is what spell. But array, listen, spell cannot be applied on the same class properties, arithmetic and logical operation. In one class, we can apply what? Arithmetic and logical operation on other class properties. For example, in the same class, some discount class is there, right? Minus that discount you said, it won't take. It should be applied on what? Other class properties only. Arithmetic and logical operation must be done on what? Other class property. Spell based arithmetic and logical operation cannot be done on what? Current class properties. Should always be done on what? Other spring bean class properties. Being from one spring bean class. Being from one spring bean class, it should always be done on other spring bean class properties. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. The spell based, what guys? Arithmetic and logical operations must not be done on the same class spring bean properties. That mean must happen on other class spring bean properties. Must happen on other class spring bean properties. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Other class. Being from current. Being from one spring bean class. Okay, guys. This is one important observation, right? Okay. Whatever thing hard coding is done, use properties, everything we are injecting, we are displaying. Similar example I have given on dielectric centrals. Two examples are there, no problem. Okay. Spill expressions cannot be applied on same spring bean properties. It must be applied on other spring bean property from what? Current spring bean definition. Discussed or not, guys? Yeah. We all know that IOC container creates and manages a special object called what? Environment object having the values collected from the property files, environment variable, system property value. First of all of them will go to whom, guys? Environment object. From there, they will go to different spring bean based on the keys we specified or not, guys. It's the old news only, na? Same thing continues in Spring Boot also. In Spring Boot, nothing special, guys. In Spring Boot also, same information will continue. Okay, guys, now listen. In Spring environment, when you give wrong key, we has to get exception, right? Right? Okay. But in Spring Boot, you try to give wrong key in diagnostic center. Wrong key. I'm taking DS name 1. That key is not there in the properties file. Do you think that key is there in property file? Not there. Suppose you have given wrong key, right, boss? Right click, run as Java application. We are getting exception now, boss. Exception is coming or not, guys? Failed. Could not result DC dot name. Here we are getting exception na? 1 minute. We have a similar example in value annotation, right? Similar example in Spring Setup. That is not Spring Boot, that is Spring Setup. Go to properties file, info.properties. Here also pr.name Raja is there, right? Okay, go to SBeans, personal details. Wantedly I have given wrong key. Wantedly I have given what? Wrong key. Dependency injection test. Run as Java application. What is coming, guys? pr.name one. Wrong key got injected or not? This is also one important observation in Spring. If you give wrong key will be injected if the property type is what? String. If property type is a numeric, number format exception come because string cannot be injected to numeric property, right? In Spring Boot, when you give wrong key, we are getting exception or not? Did you realize this point or not? Somewhere I might have written that. In Spring programming, if we give wrong key in the placeholder of value annotation, then the dollar key itself will be injected toward Spring Bean property. In Spring Boot programming, we get the exception for the same. We get the exception for the same. We noticed that one or not, guys? Okay. Let me give the feeling. There is an environment object in Spring Boot also. Okay, I did not close the container. Sys out. What is there? Environment env is equal to ctx dot get environ. Environment ctx is ctx dot get en. System dot out dot println. Okay. What is there? What is that? Before storing into Spring Bean property, first of all, they are stored into what? Environment object. From environment object, they are stored into what? Spring Bean configuration file, right? Am I visible, guys? Not Yura, my dear. Yes. Am I visible? Am I audible? Yeah, everyone please come back. Yeah. OS dot name key value. First, they are stored into environment. From environment, they are gone to what? Yeah, env dot get property. What dot name? OS dot name. System dot. Okay. TC dot name key value. TC dot name key value. env dot get props, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay. Save this one. It's been saved. Dependency injection, guys. Run as Java application. Okay. OS name has come and pr dot name has come. No, not that. We are running the wrong one. We are supposed to run the right one. Could not resolve placeholder. DC. Okay, first you have to correct this now. Yes, from environment object we are getting the data or not, guys? Okay. Environment object is not the object of environment interface, Babu. It is the object of a class that implements environment interface. You want to know? Sys out environment object class env dot get class. Environment object class name application environment. What is that, guys? Application environment. Is that clear, guys? Come on, everyone. It's simply showing it as what? Application environment. Understood my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah. Control plus Shift plus T. To open the source code of any predefined class, we have to use what is the shortcut key? See, if it is there in the editor, we press F3 button. You will get the source code of. But that class name is not typed in the editor, but I want to open its source code. Then what is the one we should use? Control plus, here is my, what is that, guys? Here is my what? This environment. What is there? Environment. Which environment? This environment. Yes. F3 is there now, boss. You want to get the hierarchy. F4. You will get the hierarchy. Configurable environment. Standard reactive environment. Application. This is the hierarchy. We got it now, boss. Come on, everyone. Environment. What is the class name we got? That is coming or not coming? Application environment. But that is not there in this hierarchy now, boss. I think we are pointing wrong environment. Huh? Is there any application environment? No. Maybe there. Maybe there. Wait a minute. Yes. There are not there, guys. Okay. So environment object is the object of a class that implements what? Environment interface directly or indirectly. Environment object class name is what is there? Application environment. Okay. That means environment that implements environment interface. Okay. Environment object means it is the, what is there? It is the object of Java class that implements what, guys? Environment object that implements what, guys? Environment object that definitely implements what object, guys? Environment object. Are you getting my point? Yes. How can we configure custom property file in Spring Boot application? It can be done in two ways. One is by using what? Property source annotation. Number two is what? By using spring.config.import key. What key, guys? Import key. This is a new one. Property source we already know, we studied in what? Spring Environ. This is the new one or not, guys? Okay. Right. Now question is, if we take same keys, different values in what? Application.property file and custom property file, uh, then which value will be taken as the final value? The value kept in custom property file will be taken as what? Final value. If we configure custom property file in approach one, otherwise it uses what? Otherwise it uses what? Approach. Okay. So we give more clarity on it. Wait a minute. Okay. The value kept in property file will be used. Okay. Already property source story we know, right? Okay. So here, what is there? I'll take a custom property file, guys. I'll take a custom property file. You can add anywhere, boss. You can add any. What is there? New package. Com dot nt dot, come on. Com dot nt dot commons. There file, what is the file? Info dot proper. Info dot properties. Yeah, what should I write in info dot properties, guys? What should I write in info dot proper? Yes, guys. I'll take a dc dot name lucid. What is there? Info dc dot name lucid. dc dot name is already there with Apollo. Here I have written lucid. Okay. Go to application dot properties. Import the custom properties. Spring dot config dot spring dot config dot im spring dot config dot import. What is the one? Spring dot config dot import. What is the one we have to place? Yeah. Config dot import. Spring dot config dot import. Tell me. Spring dot config dot import. Com slash nt slash commons slash info dot pro. Custom property file we configured on. Yeah, info. Which key will be taken? That's the question. Java application. DC dot name Lucid. It is taken from custom property file or not? It is taken from custom property file or not? Okay, that means custom property file is recognized. 1 minute, guys. I'm commenting this. I'm going this @property source com/nt/commons/info.proper. Here also same situation, guys. Run the application. Right click, run as JV. What is coming? Ah, sir, maybe it is not recognizing property file. I cannot say like that. DC dot name I commented. What I commented? DC dot. Come to this place, run it. This time what is coming? That means it's recognized or not. So final conclusion is what? If custom property file is configured using approach to means what? Spring.config.import. Then custom property file content will be taken as the final one. If it is configured using approach one, then okay, application.property file content will be taken as the final one. What value? Application.property file content will be taken as the final value. Is it not interesting, guys? Come on. If the custom properties file is configured, if the custom properties file is configured using what, guys? Approach to spring.config.import. Then oh, then the content of custom properties will be taken as the final. Will be taken as the final. If the same custom properties file is configured using what is this? Approach one @properties. Then application dot properties file will be used. Application dot properties file will be used. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Super. So this is what we need to focus on whole process. Clear, guys? Yeah. Yeah. This is about what? Working with value annotation. Value annotation is old one, but spell is new one. Actually, I should teach spell in Spring itself, but I kept something to be discussed in what? Spring Boot as extra. That's why I discussed. But don't think that spell cannot be used in what? Spring. In Spring also we can use what? Spell. Spell can be used in both Spring and Spring Boot application, not in one place. It can be applied in both places. Can I upload the material, guys? Okay. This Sunday I'll go. I think I have given debugging videos already with you. Code debugging video. Not given, huh? Okay. Today I will give. By Monday complete them because in future I have to show code debugging, flow of execution. What's your code? 7:30 a.m. Spring Boot core. File upload. What is there? 717. Spring Boot core. Today's date is 11. Huh? Save the document. Done. Video links, guys. Common videos. Common videos. Even videos. Debugging in what? Eclipse side. Debugging in what? Eclipse side. Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet on Monday, guys.